guys, and welcome to Creations by Autumn. Today we're going to talk about the cleaning process. In the last video we talked a little bit about it, but we didn't really go in deep detail about how to do it with your water and everything else. So just to refresh your memory, the cleaning process happens after you have your design done and you want to clean off your transfer. So what you will do is wash your transfer immediately after use with cool water. You'll gently wipe the paste or ink away with the board eraser, let dry sticky side up, and then you'll replace the backer and store flat in your paper. However you store it, you'll store it flat so it won't bend. But we're going to go through that today and possibly get in a new design. But this is a lot of the surfaces that we have, which is something like this. Some of them you can erase what you have on here and put a new creation on it. We done this one, and I had this one already done. Love brings us home. So I'm going to show you also how to clear off this. Really, this is the first time for me clearing off something like this. So we're going to be doing this together and see how it all works out. I mentioned in the last video you could use the magic erasers, and the on my site I sell chalk board erasers that are really easy, a little bit easier to get all of the chalk off of your surfaces. Some of the surfaces online I do sell that we have are erasable. You can wash them off and then you can use them again, and then some of them don't. How you can tell is in the details of the object. You can see, and it'll show you what objects you can erase and what objects you cannot erase. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is clean off our surface. I'm going to clean off this size because I had a little more last time on here. I don't know if you could tell that I needed to add to it just for a little bit of practice. So we're going to try to do this side again. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some napkins real quick. Okay, I had to make sure I had some napkins. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, since I haven't got my board eraser in yet, you do not exactly have to have your board erasers. You can do with what you have until you get them. The board erasers from the chalk side or magic erasers from any shopping store. So what I have is my amazing Chalk Couture bottle finally came in. It's a fine mist bottle. It's really, really, really amazing. I'm going to spray everywhere I used my paste. Make sure I get it to where I can get it cleaned off. And I'm going to use my napkins and just put a little bit of elbow grease into wiping really nicely, circular motion. And look at that. You can erase to create more and more things. Like, you do not have to keep buying board erasers over and over again. I mean, not board erasers, but surfaces, some surfaces that I offer over and over again to create new things. You can buy as many as you want. You can give them as gifts, or you can use them for yourself at home. But even whatever you decide to do, you can still erase, and it's just amazing. You just add a little water, cool water, clean it off really nicely. And there you have it, a beautiful board again. This is what I really do love about it. Like, you can if you mess up a little spot, if you mess up a big spot, if you didn't like your results in the end, why not start over? You can just start over. I'm gonna give it one more spray. You can start over and just do something completely different. So let's take a look-see. So this had some writing on it. Now it doesn't. It's amazing how you can just start over again and it's all clean. Just amazing. I love it. So what we're gonna do, now that we got that cleaned off, we can put this to the side. And now we can, I'm gonna show you how to do a really quick design and then show you how to clean the transfer on the same board that we just took off. So this is all the first 1 through 5 steps, as far as the prep and peel, fuzz, and all of that we're gonna put together. Have my fuzzing cloth. I'll put it to the side right here for a minute, and then our base, our surface. So just like that. So you guys can see. Okay, so what we do, we take our transfer off our surface from top to bottom or side to side. We're gonna fuzz the back of it. Fuzz the back of it a couple times if you would like, and lay it on our surface nicely. You lay it on your surface where the areas of the screen surface is more laid down for you to chalk. And we're gonna get our other pieces really quick. Chalk those, fuzz those. You fuzz each piece that you have, no matter what. The other piece. And if you need to pick the pieces up, you always can pick them up and lay them, reapply again. It's just that easy and fun. Like super fun. I love it. And honestly, I'm not really a big creative person, but when I found this and noticed and seen how easy it was, I was like, yes, I definitely have to give that a try. So now we're done fuzzing. So I'm gonna put this to the side, and then we're going to apply all the pastes. What I'm gonna do first is, remember with our chalk paste, you always have to stir it up and give it a nice stir so that you can make sure it's all clean. But if it's very thick, you can always spray it. Water goes a long way with the products that we use. Stir it up, give it a nice stir. And I'm going to do a little bit of a different design on the bottom part. A nice stir. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the stir stick in there because I'm going to use that. Alright, so with pink, I'm going to go across the beautiful heart. Oh, I went off a little bit, but that is okay. You will do that. that's part of the lovely cleanup process. All right, put that over there. And I'm gonna open this blue up. And some of these already had like a little bit of water in them. And usually after my cleanup process, when I do my cleanup process, I usually just put a little bit of spray of water into my paste so that I can make sure I have a nice little consistency of the next time I open them. Alright. Alright. So now I'm going to use the white for the middle, which my white was a little bit of chunkier when I first got it, so it took a little bit for me to get this to get a good consistency, so we'll see how it works out today. It's not too bad. Just get it all the way across the screen part of every object that you want to be on your surface, and then you can go from there. All right, so then once we get that taken care of, we'll take these off. We'll remove the transfers, and then just to show you real quick, put this to the side. We're gonna go ahead and do the cleaning process. So you have your cool water that I was talking about. You lay your transfer sticky side up in the water. Sticky side up in the water. Sticky side up in the water. Alright, I'm gonna put this to the side so I can show you guys some stuff. Okay, so now with the cleaning process, we have our water. Let me put these over here too. We have our water. Now that we have our water on the side with our transfers in them, you can let it soak for just a little bit, not like an overnight deal, but you can let them soak for a little bit just to get inside the water to soak into the screen and get out any of the paste. Right now it's already, I don't know, you guys probably can't see that, but the paste is already kind of like soaking up or coming up from the transfer. So that's a great thing. Then once that gets all taken care of, I'm gonna go ahead, say we soak for maybe about 5 minutes, or not maybe 5 minutes, like 3 minutes. And now that they're soaked, ready to go, you can take them out of the water. I learned this was a whole lot easier for me because it helped me make sure that my transfers were a little bit better off from being with paste in the screen. So take it out and kind of go over it to make sure, lay it on your fuzzing cloth And I kind of go over mine a little bit to kind of look through the screen. And this will help too when you get your board erasers. Napkin works well. I'm using a paper towel actually. So a paper towel works well with this also. But so you can get an in-depth look, kind of want to go over it and kind of get all of it out of there. And then I just flip it up, let it dry a little bit on the thing to do my next one. And it's that easy. Like, it doesn't really, everybody has different ways of taking care of their transfers. My thing is, I really can't let mine sit out for too long because my 2-year-old decides he wants to get a little handsy sometimes. So I have to kind of do an extra little bit of, mine has to be a little bit quicker when it comes to cleaning, my cleaning process. But that's what I do. I guess you could consider mine a little quicker way of cleaning. I've seen people clean theirs in the sink, bathtub. Usually the bathtub helps and the sink helps when you have like the larger transfers, which is really amazing. And then it could also help when you have a lot of the 8 mini size transfers or the smaller size transfers, if you want to just stick them all in there without them sticking together. It really, really helps a lot. Okay, so let that dry. These always lay them sticky side up when you want them to dry. And then for your backers, usually you will label, my son has took my marker somewhere, but you will label your backers, which your backer has a slick side. I don't know if you can see that, but it has a slick side and a more like matte side to it. The sticky side is where, the slick side is where you will stick your transfer back to it. And a lot of people label theirs to make sure that, to let them kind of remember, okay, this is the sticky side, this is the back side, the not so slick side, which that helps a lot. So with that, I know this one goes with this one. You can lay your backer down and apply nicely, and it ends up like that, and you'll have a beautiful transfer to start all over again on something new the next time. Or you can lay your backer like this, which this is a little bit harder for me, but I'm going to show you guys. Lay your transfer sticky side up, and then you put the backer, the slick side, on to the transfer. See, look, it's like edges off. But that's how you do that if you would like to do it like that. I usually just lay it down and then just press across to make sure that it's all on there and not losing any of the stickiness so that I can use it next time. And just do the same thing all the way across for whatever transfers you have out to dry. And then you go from there, which makes it so amazing and the cleanup so easy. So all you really, really need is just your water, your board erasers, you need your fuzzing cloth if that's what you want to use. I use a little bit of my water from my beautiful spray bottle. And then right now I'm just using napkins. So it's really, really easy to clean it up. Just make sure you don't let it just soak in the water for a long period of time, because that can sometimes ruin your transfer. I haven't had any of mine ruined yet, but I'm not sure how it ruins your transfer, but I do know that it can ruin your transfer terribly. So I think that's it for the cleanup. And if you have any questions or anything like that, you can comment on the video below. And also, please make sure you subscribe, and hit the notification button for new content. And I also, if you want any of the objects that I'm using on any of my videos, you can check out my chalk site, which will be in the description below. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at Creations by Autumn 1. And that is all. Thank you guys. Bye.